So, for the second time in just 2 seasons, Derby County find themselves 90 minutes away from a trip to Wembley. The only difference this time being we have to overturn a 2-goal deficit. We go away to Everton in the League Cup semi-final, second leg. Are we confident? Let's find out together. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, of course, to the Derby County series. My name is Breezy, and if you are enjoying the series so far and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's a League Cup semi-final as well. Let's drop a like on the video as well while you're down there. However, before we do get into the action, let's run you through all the things you have missed since the last episode. We were really good. Have we continued to be good? Well, no, not really. So, since the wins over Leeds United and Bournemouth, we follow that up with an outstanding, and I mean outstanding, 3-1 home win against Chelsea. Loose me say, Dane Scarlett and Alexander Mitrovic, a rare goal scoring opportunity for him, stealing all 3 points against Chelsea. Kylian Mbappe almost got back into it, but Mitrovic sealed things off. Following that then, a very disappointing away defeat to Newcastle, 5-0. Keen to move quickly on from that one. We were not good. Up next then was the League Cup quarter-final, which we defeated Brighton on penalties. It finished 2-2. In regular time, went to penalties, and we got the job done. Happy days. But then, yeah, another defeat in the league, this time away at Spurs, 2-0 defeat there. I hate losing to Tottenham, as I'm sure you can imagine, and yeah, this one stung a little bit, as just one of them, no one really played well. Following that though, a clean sheet, but no goals, a 0-0 draw at home to Aston Villa before playing the first leg of the semi-final, which we lost 3-1, despite taking the early lead from Mousset, Kang-in Lee and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Pretty much has put Everton in a really good position to get themselves to Wembley for the final with that 2-goal lead. But, I mean, strange things happened in this save so far. I wouldn't rule this out just yet. And Woking were comfortably dispatched with in the FA Cup as well. Alexander Mitrovic bagging a hat-trick. And Troy Parrott, remember him? Yeah, I don't think many of you do. He also bagged 10 minutes before the end of the game as well. So, good result. Get us into the next round of the FA Cup, in which we're going to be playing Coventry or Queen's Park Rangers. So, an extra chance of progression in another cup competition. Other than that, the only thing I can really report is that we have had some injury troubles. Harry Solomon has picked up a knock. Tom McIntyre has been out with a hamstring strain for the last few weeks. Yusuf Attal twisted his ankle. He's out for a couple of weeks. Lee Buchanan as well, out with a pulled back muscle, and Dylan Williams out with a torn calf muscle. So the injuries are starting to pile up a little bit, but, and you may have spotted it, we have made just a one addition in January so far. Welcome to the team, Conor Gallagher, who we have brought in from Chelsea for a fee of £17.5 million. He will not make his debut against Everton as he is cup tied, but I'm sure you can agree, a big upgrade on what we've already got in the midfield. But much better than Lewis Ferguson, Max Bird and Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. He's easily the best midfielder we've got at the club right now. That 17 work rate, determination, high aggression. Not to mention his natural fitness and stamina. I've used Conor Gallagher a lot this year. I'm a big fan of him, and I'm very pleased to have him at Derby County. £60,000 a week, a little bit excessive, but for the player that we're getting, I think it's absolutely worth it. The line-up then for the second leg against Everton is, as you would expect, it is Bodart in goal. We would usually play Bentley, but as it's such an important game, we're going to go with our best goalkeeper. Back four of Williams, Lascelles, Dunkley, who's in for the injured Tom McIntyre, and Lucas Alaza. Josriak, Ferguson, Bird, Wilson making up the midfield with Mousset and Scarlett up front. It's going to be a tough game, this one. Having to go the way to Goodison Park and winning by at least 2 goals just to force extra time is going to be tough. And obviously away goals come into play, I believe, in extra time. So obviously they've got 3 away goals we need to be wary of. But it's going to be difficult. But like I said, strange things have happened with this Derby County side. It would be absolutely outstanding if we can pull this off and get ourselves to Wembley for our first ever domestic cup final. Let's get into it, boys. Up against Rafa's Everton. Let's see if we can do it. As 20 minutes in, nothing has happened. There's been the one shot each for both sides. Not any highlights to speak of. Which, I mean, I've seen this a few times with this Derby side where as the game goes on, the highlights do start coming to it mainly in the second half, and they're usually for us. But I feel like the first goal in this game going to be very, very important. If Everton score first, we're in a spot of bother. If it's Derby get the first goal, well, then maybe we can start to believe. But it looks like we're going to go straight through to half-time. I think Joswak picks up a knock as well, which is not ideal. But we do go straight into half-time at 0-0. Highlightless so far. Not ideal in the slightest. Okay, Joswiak is coming off then. Tom Lawrence is going to be replacing him on that right-hand side. It's annoying, really, because Joswiak's just going back from injury and he's picked up yet another knock. He's been better the season he's been having for us. Yeah, less than ideal. I mean, the temptation to go positive here, to try and force something. Oh my God, we're on full speed. Sorry about that, viewers. I think I was on full speed during the Woking game because I think I had to go out after we played that game. So apologies for that. But it is us coming forward. I mean, it's a chance. I can see the linesman has got his flag up. I did wonder, but it looked like Scarlett was offside there. But the first highlight of the game does come our way. And now there is a temptation here. We're 58 minutes in. Do you start going for it a little bit more? And I think that is probably what we're going to do. I think instead of changing the mentality just for now, we are going to push these boys a little bit further up. And we're going to make our second change. Dewsbury Hall is going to come on for Max Bird, who's on a yellow card and not playing particularly well, so we don't really want to take any risk with that. And we're also just going to increase the tempo ever so slightly and see if we can force a highlight and a chance for us that way. As it's an Everton free kick. Augustinson goes for goal. It's a good save from Boda. First chance of the game for them that we've seen anyway. And it's come from a set piece. I mean, at what point do you go positive? I have this thing, I think I've said this in a previous video, but I do have this thing this year, or just in FM in general. If you're drawing a game that you kind of want to win or need to win, and as soon as you go from balance to positive, it will just result in the other team scoring. But we are 6 minutes in. Do you know what? With 2 goals down, we do have to go for it. I'm not going to go positive. I'm going attacking. We need to score a goal. That's what we're going to try and do. Hopefully, we can force something. As we have a corner here. Harry Wilson standing over the corner, swings it in. Mousset with a header. Scarlett at the back post. And Dane Scarlett has given us a way back into the game. We lead at Goodison Park 3-2 on aggregate. Lovely header across goal from Lys Mousset. And Dane Scarlett, that man, once again, gets us back into it. 20 minutes to go. I am thinking, looking at the bench and thinking, is it time for Alexander Mitrovic to come on and maybe make himself a hero? Okay, I've decided to make the change. Mitrovic is coming on for Lys Mousset, just to give us a bit of extra threat up front. We're approaching the final 12 minutes. We're going to have to go for it a little bit more, go a little bit more direct, go for the early crosses, don't play out from defence as much, and maybe stretch the play a little bit. And actually, to be fair, I don't think we're probably pushed up as high as we probably could be. As, I mean, well, okay, we are pushed up. Let's see how this highlight goes. If we get a goal from this, unbelievable scenes. Alaza throws it to Wilson. Can he get the ball into the box? We've got Mitrovic on the pitch now. We know how dangerous he can be in the air. Wilson, lovely work ball to Alaza. Surely got to get into the box, boys. Dewsbury Hall looking for that opportunity. Back to Alaza. Ball comes in. It's headed clear. And I feel like we've taken too much time with it. And now Richarlison is on the counter-attack. He's up against Jamal Lascelles. Can he stop him? Richarlison down this left-hand side into Fulgini. You've got to think there's going to be a shot at the end of this at some point. Richarlison, we're struggling to close them down and get the ball back. Oh, for Christ's sake. What a goal that is from Fulgini. I mean, it's an absolute wonder strike. I don't think there's really much we could have done tactically to prevent that. It's just so frustrating. A lot of the chance was going to come our way. And it's not a good cross from Alaza. You have to say it's easily cleared and we're just not there to deal with a counter-attack. And just like that, Everton have equalised on the night. 4-2. Oh, man. The game loves to give you false hope, doesn't it? I really thought when Scarlett scored, we were going to make the most of it and get ourselves back on level terms, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. I mean, to me, there's a highlight, 10 minutes to go. If we get 2 quick goals, you never know. But I mean, that's a fantastic ball. Mitrovic is in. Oh my God, he scored. I did not think that would happen. Right. Suddenly, everything's changed. We're back to a goal behind. Alexander Mitrovic has gone off the bench to score. Immediately after Everton equalised on the night, we lead 2-1. This might not be over yet, or knowing FM, this will be the final highlight. And again, just giving you false hope for absolutely nothing. What a touch and finish, though, for Mitrovic. Right, we have gone for it. We are very much attacking. We've pushed everyone forward. There's 5 minutes of added on time. I did call there might not be another highlight. There's not going to be another highlight. I mean, we've won at Goodison Park on the night. Oh, but it's not enough. If Fulgini doesn't score that wonder goal, 2-0 is enough to take it to extra time. But no, we crash out at the League Cup semi-final. Despite a valiant effort in the second leg, I'll be completely honest, I thought we were going to get battered in this leg. It just wasn't to be, though, unfortunately. Really proud of the performance from the boys. And if Fulgini's not on the pitch, he doesn't pull that absolute worldie out the bag, and maybe things go a bit differently for us. But, yeah, it's devastating. Absolutely devastating. Again, the game just loves to give you false hope, it seems, as Josbak's out for a few days. He might not make it for the Liverpool game. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I'll rest the boys up, and I will see you in 3 days' time for that game against Liverpool. If I wasn't confident for the Everton game, I'm certainly not confident for the Liverpool game. See you in a sec. Right then, viewers, it is that time to take on Liverpool then. No Kamil Jozwiak. He is just not ready enough to start, basically. He's not at full fitness, and again, I mean, the recent form says 6.52. I think you bear in mind some of the defeats we've had. That probably contributes towards it, because we've just not really had chances to score in those games. But overall, a bit annoying, because overall I think he's actually having a very good season. And it's a shame to lose him. But Tom Lawrence comes in on that right-hand side. And a debut at long last for Mr. Conor Gallagher. I know he's not registered. He'll be registered before we start the game. But apart from that, it is pretty much as we were from the team that played Everton. So, come on, boys. Let's cause a big upset. And let's see if we can beat top of the table Liverpool. I'm under no illusions. It's going to be bloody difficult. Let's see if we can do it. And in the least shocking news of today, the first chance goes the way of Liverpool. Joel Matip completely unmarked from a set piece. Boys, if you want to beat the big teams, we've got to be doing the basics. And we just haven't. The fact Che Dunkley is just staring at him, Joel Matip, and just not even bothering to go over and mark him is so infuriating. I feel like that should be a thing in the game where players should just spot someone unmarked and just go and pick them up. But I guess, to be fair, how many times you watch real football and just see players wander around the penalty area without anyone being picked up. So I guess it does sort of, it does reflect real life in a way. Very, very frustrating though, and Liverpool continuing to come forward. Slobozai, their team is ridiculous, by the way. Karim Benzema and Dybala they've got up front for them, by the way. It's not exactly fair as Jordan Henderson makes it 2-0 11 minutes in. Why did I make this the game to include in the episode today? Well, it's not going great, admittedly. We are 8th in the table with a minus 13 goal difference. I mean, have you ever seen anything like it, viewers? As we have been on the receiving end of some drubbings this season. A couple of 5-0 defeats scattered about here and there. And I've got a horrible feeling as Liverpool come forward again, 17 minutes in, that it could be more of the same as Henderson goes back to Robertson. Surely not. Okay, it's a good challenge from Ferguson. Fabinho, I mean, do I even have a goalkeeper? It's just feeling like one of those games where every shot they take, Bodart is just not going to get near any of them. I mean, it does feel like it goes directly under him. And again, I get it. Liverpool are obviously fantastic this year in FM, and in this particular season, the team is absolutely stacked. But that's just, I mean, that's routine for the goalkeeper, surely. We've not had a single shot, and it's 20 minutes in, and here we are trying to play out from the back. I could change it, but let's be honest, viewers, what's the point? Because we'll just lump it forwards, give the ball away, and Liverpool will just come forward again. Or I say that, Alonso has won it back. He's got Scarlett ahead of him, a bit of space. Can he find him? Yes, he can. Dane Scarlett, Fabinho's trying to close him down. Can he get the cross in? It's blocked. Alazar's got to go in. Gallagher's there! Debut goal for Conor Gallagher. Now that, at least, is something that we love to see. Conor Gallagher marking his Derby County debut with a goal against Liverpool. 3-1, first shot of the game for us. I mean, come back on? Anyone? No? Fair enough. I wouldn't bet in favour of us either. But at least that is an encouraging sign that Conor Gallagher is up and running on the score sheet for us. I mean, that better not fall for anyone. Fantastic. Bodart. Clearance only goes as far as Fabinho, which is incredibly frustrating. I mean, we're launching it forward. Maybe Mitrovic would have been the player to start with today, just to give us a little bit of an outlet, like up against Van Dijk. Not that I think it would have made too much of a difference, in all honesty. As the cross comes in from Robertson, they've got Paulo Dybala. It's 4-1. Oh, it's going to be a long afternoon. Hey, do you know what, viewers? I'm going defensive. We're going to go defensive, and I'm dropping at least one central midfielder back. I mean, do you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm taking Lawrence off because there's literally no point in him being on the pitch at this rate. We're putting a defensive midfielder in there, but Moussa is going to go out onto the right to give us a little bit of an option out wide. Because he's quick, basically, and Scarlett can just stick up front by himself. We're going defensive. We're hoping by sticking a defensive midfielder in there, we can just stop leaking as many chances as we have been, because, I mean, Liverpool are just absolutely running through us at the moment. Well, half-time. Oh, I hate it. I hate everything about it, viewers. Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Henderson, Slobozai, Mane, Dybala, and Benzema. What chance did I realistically think I was going to have, to be honest? I mean, that team is absolutely ridiculous. Is that Calvin Phillips? Of course it is. Of course it's Calvin Phillips. Slobozai shoots. Bodart, I mean, I'm slightly annoyed that Bodart's deciding to try to make saves now when we're 4-1 down. If he was doing this earlier in the game, he might not be in this predicament. There's a chance to make it 5 with the last minute of the game to go. Headed clear by Dunkley. Jones has it now. And a chance for Liverpool to get the ball into the box again as Phillips looking for Robertson. Neco Williams clears. I think this might be the end of game height. They've got Ilkay Gundogan. What is the point? Andy Robertson down this left-hand side, swings the ball in. Benzema's there. Lascelles clears. I don't think there's going to be a goal from this. I think it's just one of them very overly long, unnecessary end-of-game highlights. I hope I'm wrong, as Alexander-Arnold's found himself in space. Slobozai goes for goal. I was wrong. It's 5-1. It's another game this season where we've conceded 5. It's important to remember that we are Derby County. The fact we're even in the top half of the table is an absolute miracle. Right then, viewers, the next time I'm going to see you then, we play Manchester City next. Don't worry, I'm not going to put yourself through, watching us concede 6 this time against the second best team in the country. Obviously, we were going to do Southampton Norwich for this episode, but I didn't expect to get to the League Cup semi-final, so it felt right to bring you that one. I think for next episode, we'll come back for around that sort of Norwich, West Brom, Arsenal, Everton period. So, somewhere in that period, like end of March, start of April, I think is where we'll meet up again. And we'll see how far we've fallen down the league table. Bear in mind, Manchester United have 2 games in hand on us and are just a point behind us. We will not be 8th for much longer. Thank you as always for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed this latest episode of the Derby County series. And as a reminder, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel and, of course, leave a like on the video whilst you're here as well. And also, comment section, let me know. We're about 22 games into the season. Where do you think we're going to finish in the league table this season? I'm going to go on a limb and say we're not going to get relegated, but are we going to finish like bottom half, mid-table, or even be near enough the European places? Let me know down in the comment section. I look forward to reading what you have to predict. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. I've been Breezy. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.